Do you think oil, that 130 on Monday, that 130 price on Monday was frightening because it seemed like it was going to keep going up, but not so much anymore. Are we in the rough area where we're likely to be for a while, sort of 95 to 110-ish?
That seems to be the landing zone right now, Tyler, based on what we're seeing in the market. That 130 print was, buy now, ask questions later. No doubt about it. We weren't sure just how much Russian oil would go off the market and what the next shoe to drop would be. We know now that energy has been carved out by the Europeans, especially, and certainly China. So there's the bulk of Russian output is going to remain on the market. The UK and the US embargoing Russian oil, I was sort of kidding around that it's sort of like giving up going to church for Lent. It's a pretty easy thing to do if you want to do it for those two countries. But the Europeans can't do it, and the Chinese can't do it, really, and we don't want them to do it, because that's when the mad scramble for barrels then goes into full-blown panic mode, and we cannot fill the gap. So, in a way, this is a smart move to allow most of these barrels that are going via pipeline to continue to flow.
Am I not correct that the major European countries have indicated that they want to cut their dependence on Russian oil and gas as soon as later this year? How much they're able to cut it is anybody's guess. That's question one. Question two is this. What if Putin takes the drastic step of cutting the oil and gas supply to Europe? He would be cutting off his nose to spite his face in a way, because then he has no foreign currency coming, has no currency coming in. But he could do that as a retaliatory move.
Well, I mean, if he wants to engage in a scorched earth situation outside of nuclear weapon use, then that would be it. Because right now it's a shotgun wedding between Russia and the Europeans, okay? Because as you just said, he needs the petrodollars, they need the supply, and again, for them to think they can get off meaningful amounts of natural gas and or Russian crude oil by the end of the year is just aspirational thinking of the third or fourth order. It's an impossibility. Okay, all this takes time, and it's why we have to be a lot more careful about the talk and the plans for the energy transition to renewables and clean energy in the future.
John, real quick, we got to jump, but the Russian oil was having trouble getting to market. That's one of the reasons for the price spike to 130. Has that been worked out? Is it going to be worked out? People wouldn't ship it. People wouldn't unload it. People wouldn't insure it. Has that problem worked out?
You got to make a distinction, Steve, between waterborne shipments, tanker shipments, and the pipelines. There are direct pipelines from Russia that feed the majority of European refineries, and of course there's a vast pipeline that supplies China. So that oil is flowing. You don't get involved with having to post letters of credit and technical financial aspects here. So I just wanted to add one quick thing to your conversation tonight. Our U.S. economy is a lot less energy intensive than it was in the 70s, but make no mistake about the impact this is going to have on the consumer. It's like a tax. And you saw the consumer confidence numbers plummet today. That's just the beginning.